TINUBU has already received his reward in APC for betraying AFENIFERE leader Adebanji. So the Yoruba people even see TINUBU as a betrayer. They don't see him as one of their own, somebody who could defend them, who could speak for them. To be quite honest, you as a person who have no stake in the matter, how do you see Tinubu? Tinubu is supposed to be from the southwest, yes, but rather he will not speak in relation to what is currently going on in the country. Tinubu will rather be silenced because he has a mission in mind and do not want anything to upset that form of balance that will give him a position to become the president of the country. That being said, Yoruba leaders are against him, saying he has already received his reward. He should not look forward to become president in Nigeria because even APC will not give it to him. Please leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. We really appreciate you. Let's get all the details. Tinubu has already received his reward in APC for betraying AFENIFERE leader Adebanji tells everyone. If Tinubu declares for presidency tomorrow and seeks our support, we won't support him. I will not support him. I have told him that even if they choose my son as president under his constituency, I will oppose him. This is an aberration and this is what is not right. It is constitutional by the North elite to oppress the South. All the things that are causing conflict in the country today is constitutionally made by the North using the military to enforce it. Tinubu cannot restructure Nigeria even if he becomes president tomorrow. Don't let anyone deceive you that about. I tell you, Tinubu, if he wants to become president after the constitution of our people have been made, this is another matter, but definitely not under this current situation. He cannot become president. That people's constituencies will have settled and power rotation is going to be. We won't be embarrassed by this set of people who call themselves leaders, thinking about zoning power, rotating it from one person to the other. All these things they are doing is against the Southwest now. What is Tinubu saying about it? How can he, all the things that are going on, you don't hear Tinubu's voice. He's nowhere. He's neither here nor here or there. The North is really, since if they have their way, they want to stay in power beyond 2023, but that cannot happen. Now saying, let us discuss the presidency. Look at what is currently going on. Tinubu is is it the right choice? I cannot say yes. I cannot tell you that. He has no potential to be able to do what this country needs at this moment. He cannot serve the situation. But there are only they are only causing division in the Southwest, causing us to divide among ourselves so that we cannot be united, the united front to bring about the presidency. They are looking at Goodluck Jonathan tomorrow so that they can come back in 2027. These are all plans and tactics by APC. But a well-thinking man, look at the various states we have and the people. They should all come together, work as one unit. The president of this country is no fool. He's using the divide rule to cause trouble in some quarters and tell the other person you are more qualified. Even using our traditional leaders, some will go to him to see him and he will leave out others. What is that telling you? He's a man who is bizarre, power drunk, and trying to divide among the lines so that he can get a loyal candidate that will be answerable to the North. We will become handicapped if we do that again. Osibanjo presently, I can tell you, is handicapped. He cannot speak because he's under the president and he has been handcuffed. He cannot really speak, so it does not seem for him to be seen as opposing the president. And guess what? The North will rise against him, saying that he's trying to impeach the president of the country. Tinubu, I can tell you, no matter what he has done in APC, has received his reward already. Listen, let's wait and see. APC will never give him their presidential ticket. And even if they do, he has earned his reward already. He will not win the election. By some hook or by crook, even if they push him there, he cannot do much. He will still do the bidding of the North. How do you explain that he's then the president of the country? How do we then get balance? So this is Adebanjo who is speaking and saying Tinubu has already received his reward. There is no other reward that Tinubu that is awaiting Tinubu, or whatever I wants to say to anybody now, that they will take very seriously. Tinubu is one person who should have done well for his people. But over time and time again, opportunities have presented themselves. And guess what? In all of it, Tinubu has failed woefully. I say woefully because there were times in this country when Amotekun came up and everybody needed him to speak a word. Guess what? Tinubu was as silent as a mouse. Not a word. Why? This same presidential matter. He kept quiet and does not want anybody to interfere with how he will eventually, or apparently become the president of the country. So what did he do? He rather was quiet and would not defend his people and allow the matter to escalate and became what it is. So that being said, that's one of the matter. That being said, look at what is current. Even the NSAS, it happened in his own very, in the very court of his house, front of him like this. What did he do to really savour the situation? Do you know that if he has associated himself with the youth, they would have seen him as an enemy in the presidential region, or they would have seen, and guess what? So, this man is in a position where he is not standing for anybody. If you stand for nothing, then you stand. If you don't have a position where you stand, then you stand for nothing. NSAS, the youth could not be associated with him. They could not relate with him. It was rather against them. Okay. NSAS came and gone. Fine. What about the current situation now going on in the country? What has Tinubu said to it? And how can people relate to it or find some comfort or ray of hope to say, oh, we've gotten a man who understands what we are going through and is speaking for us, is one of us? How do you explain that? Is Tinubu speaking? Is he encouraging anybody? Is he ensuring that, the people get justice? Do you know how many women have become, have lost their husbands? Do you know how many children have become orphans as a result of those people's activity? What has Tinubu said? Rather, his own children are abroad and he's living life to the fullest. Whatever happens, he jets on the plane and off he goes. So, guys, is that the person you want to be your president? Anyway, at the end of the day, they will say the ball is in your court. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.